My man Hot Facts with Robert Reese. He's always in the building. Your official gig news network, Hot Facts with Robert Reese. I know he over there cracking up right now with that. Hey, but that's what it is, though. That's what it is. You gotta tap in. What up?
Facts with Robert Reese, people. We got some rideshare news for the gig world, people. Gig worker ballot measures get hearing in Massachusetts court. People, we saw what was going down, and we got that in Minneapolis and Minnesota. We got other places getting in. Check this out. The Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court heard oral arguments Monday, May 6th, regarding a proposed ballot measure that seeks to redefine the employment relationship between rideshare and delivery drivers and companies like Uber and Lyft. Now, okay, they want to redefine. We all know what they did with the taxis when, the Uber and Lyft came in with the taxis, how the taxi drivers were doing their thing, and then bam, it's a whole other thing now because people and employment and guarantees is jacking everything up. So everything has to be redefined as we go ahead to the future. Now, we know Uber and Lyft are going to be having to fight a lot and go to court a whole bunch, but we have a newcomer, H.U.M. Even though they do something completely different, because it is pretty much like you're paying us. It's a subscription for the customer, and the driver pays $1 a day. Breaks down to $30 a day. A month. Driver pays $30 a month. Customer pays there. Driver can now engage with the customer and make his own prices so you can make your money. That's what H.U.M is all about. So would they have to go ahead and redefine who they are in their relationship? To me, it's pretty much settled there, but we will see. The court justices expressed concerns over certain aspects of the proposal, but seem unlikely to fully support the argument that it violates the state's constitution. Okay? The Constitution. The proposed ballot measure aims to determine whether rideshare and delivery drivers should be classified as independent contractors or employees. Now, if you're on Uber, that is a tricky situation because you can be delivering food at the same time, and how do they separate one from the other? According to the report, the measure supported by the rideshare industry seeks to affirm the independent contractor status of drivers while providing them with some new benefits. That means you can be an independent contractor, but we will have some benefits like medical, dental, vision, other things that you can buy into if you want to go ahead and do. Okay? If you want to go ahead and do. But I think H.U.M is probably the way it's going to be going. I think they have H.U.M. Check out Rideshare. Check out Rideshare. Check out Rideshare. Check out Rideshare. Get over there and then go say, hey, Rideshare, I'm here. Who do I go see? And then the Rideshare guy's going to say, you go see Mike Drop BBQ. Go see Jeff. He will steer you the right way. Okay? Tell him Hot Facts with Robert Reese sent you. Okay? During the oral arguments, a lawyer for the measure's opponents questioned whether it improperly builds together various areas of employment law, making it difficult for voters to consider each issue separately per the report. That's why I said, if you're on Uber, it's going to be hard to separate rideshare from food. So it's going to be going in deep. Lawyers are going to get paid. Prices will go up to make sure this goes in, Just be prepared. However, a justice raised the possibility that the measure could be viewed as addressing a single policy proposal that app drivers are not employees of the companies that match them with riders or with rides, according to report. They match them with rides. It's a little bit different from what everything else has, Opponents of the measure, including a labor-backed coalition, argued that the proposal violates the state's constitution by selectively exempting drivers, from a range of worker protection laws. That's what the report said. So, we got a little bit of people are like, can we iron this out? Can we just get to the nitty-gritty? Chances are they want to push this out as long as possible. This is going to be something to do with political campaigns, people. Take my word for it. Political campaigns. The person that can fix the gig economy is the person they will vote for, because this is the new way. This is the new way of how everything is going to work. Okay, a conservative group argued that the state attorney general wrongfully, or wrongly certified a competing measure for inclusion on the ballot. The measure, supported by the Service Employees International Union's Local 32BJ, aims to allow Uber and Lyft drivers to unionize. Okay, remember I told you guys about 2 years ago that they wanted to try to get unions in under this. I say no to unions, but the way it's going down, a union it'll be a small little thing, but overall it's not going to be the thing. That is putting a Band-Aid over a bullet wound. Oh my goodness. You guys are going to get people who are going to be like the spokespeople and your union reps, and they are going to be the most evilest people of all time. I'm telling you. We got to think about this, okay? We got to think about this. It says unionize under state oversight. However, the justices appeared inclined to reject this argument per the report. I would have rejected that shit too. Because if someone really wants to know the real, that is a major thing. Go check out Rideshare Rodeo and listen to all the things with AB 85 and go over everything there. People, all this stuff comes in together as a big thing that happens here. I wish those guys on that side never wanted to try to block me from giving this, because what I have been giving, what they have, has made this whole thing come complete. We all help, man. The outcome of this case is significant for Uber and Lyft, as it could potentially lead to a substantial overhaul of their business model, okay? The business model, if they are found to have misclassified their drivers and contractors. That means that anyone that's used that business model, people, are gonna be, I think that's why H.U.M did what it did with the subscription. Uber's lawyers have warned that such a change could force them to cut or even end their services in Massachusetts. That's what I said, people, what is going to happen with 8,000 jobs lost in Minneapolis. So if it's 8,000 jobs there, and if they think they have to go ahead and imagine all of the drivers and jobs that go into these reports of drivers who are actively on apps but can't drive, they will be cut out in all the way. They're going to be actively on the app, says that they can work, but they are not working. But all these jobs have to be reported lost though. So you go from 8,000, now go to Massachusetts, and I'm just going to say, let's go ahead and add in another 10,000. That's 18,000 jobs. Now you go ahead and look at all over the place and go ahead and put how many people are not going to be able to work. Get your ratings up. Don't lose the apps that you're on, because once you lose your app, you will never be able to work the same again in America. If you have them, don't let them go. The waiting lists are going to be put up for months and years now. You should be working on the app to maintain so you don't lose to fall into this bottomless pit. Make sure you do that. Okay? Both companies, along with app-based delivery services, have invested significant resources in supporting the ballot proposal that solidifies the independent contractor status of their drivers. The court's ruling is expected before July 3rd, okay? Deadline for submitting signatures per the report. I did this with Prop 22. I got signatures signed myself. I got thousands signed. It took 3 times to go ahead and get it in to make the money now before it gets jacked up. I'm telling you, people. I'm telling you. Get out there, support. Signatures. Do all that stuff. Proposals to reclassify Uber and Lyft drivers as employees rather than independent contractors have sparked heated discussions, okay, about labor rights and unintended consequences of regulatory measures. Penments reported in April, okay? You got to go ahead and get that in. This is Hot Facts with Robert Reese. This is another great one because Massachusetts could be losing tens of thousands of jobs of people that depend on money for their family. You've been watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. If you would like to know more about what really goes on in the gig economy, do exactly what this next clip says.
Gig economy. Robert Reese News Channel.